friends, this is Ruchira Vaidya and you are watching me on my YouTube channel, which is recently created 2 days ago, which is CA Final Auditing. I have basically created this channel for CA Final Auditing students. I would think that it would be of a small help and a smaller part of initiative work done by me for the CA Final students in auditing, as auditing is my favorite subject. I have tried to deliver certain lectures of auditing, which will be I starting from today. And now basically from now I am starting from the standards on auditing. So I am beginning with the standards on auditing, that is SA 200, which is overall objectives of the auditor in accordance of an audit of financial statements. Now basically friends, first to start with we have to learn the objective of the audit. Now what is the objective of the standard on auditing? The objective of the auditor is to conduct an audit of the financial statements and to obtain sufficient appropriate audit evidence as well as the reasonable assurance that the financial statements as a whole are free from material misstatements, whether due to fraud and error. Also, the auditor has to report in accordance with the standards on auditing that the financial statements are prepared in all material respects in accordance with the applicable financial reporting framework. Now friends, what is applicable financial reporting framework? It is basically the framework, guidelines, rules, laws, regulations, and the code of ethics also, which the management follows in preparation and presentation of the financial statements. Now friends, talking about ethical requirements including independence. Now what does it mean? It consists some of the points like integrity, objectivity, confidentiality. It means that the auditor should be honest in performing his work. Again, we have in that independence of mind and independence in reading. It means that the auditor should be independent from the entity. That means his opinion should not be based on any bias on the financial statements, because the auditor is a professional person and he has to give his opinion on the financial statements, so that his opinion should not be based on any bias, including his interest in the entity, etc. So he should be sensitive. He should be maintaining the information confidentiality at par. Okay, now the next point is professional skepticism. Now what does this mean? Professional skepticism means that the auditor should always have an questioning mind, and he should be being alert to some of the conditions that the material misstatement, whether due to fraud or error, may exist in the financial statement. It is not necessary that the financial statements may be materially misstated, but the auditor should have an questioning mind, alert to some conditions that may lead that the financial statements may be materially misstated, whether due to fraud or error. Now the next concept is of audit risk. The audit risk, what is the audit risk? Audit risk is basically of the two components, that is risk of material misstatements at the financial statement level as well as at the assertion level, which includes a class of transactions, account balance and disclosures. Also it consists of detection risk. Now I want to further elaborate that audit risk. Yes, audit risk is a risk that auditor expresses inappropriate audit opinion when the financial statements are materially misstated. It means that the auditor may give a clean opinion, unqualified opinion, that is unmodified opinion, and even when the financial statements are materially misstated. That is basically the audit risk. Now the risk of material misstatements can be at the financial statement level as well as at the assertion level. Now risk of material misstatement at the assertion level further contains two types of risk, that is inherent risk and control risk. Now what is inherent risk? Inherent risk is the risk that the susceptibility of the transactions at the assertion level that could be misstated, that could result in misstatement either when individually or when aggregated with other misstatements, that could lead the financial statements to be materially misstated. Now what is control risk? Control risk is a risk that a material misstatement could occur in a class of transactions, account balance and disclosures which will not be prevented, detected and corrected on a timely basis by the entity's internal control. So basically friends, control risk means the risk that the entity's internal controls are not proper and are not properly working and functioning properly. Now coming to the one more risk, that is detection risk. Now what is detection risk? Detection risk is a risk that the auditor's procedures to reduce the audit risk to an acceptably low level will not detect a misstatement which may be either individually or when aggregated with other misstatements in the financial statements. It means that the material misstatement could exist in the financial statements, but the auditor's procedures are not able to detect that misstatement. So friends, this was basically our SA 200 overall objectives of the independent auditor in accordance with the audit of financial statements. I hope you like this video, and you have liked this video, then please give a thumbs up to this video and also subscribe to my newly made channel, that is CA Final Audit Ruchira Vaidya. Hope you have a good day. Good night. Take care. Thank you.